Hello there. Today we are doing an on-page SEO audit for this website of scaled visits. That's located in Brooklyn. It's a massage wellness spa kind of vibe. I don't think they have massages, but it's a wellness center. You could call it a medical spa. Yeah, so let's look at what they're doing well and what they can improve upon. So far, it's a pretty decent job that they have done, but they definitely have a lot of things that they can do better. Let me actually begin by running a speed test for their homepage. As that loads in the background, we can look at other things. And I've done a small summary here of the things that they can work on. So let's see. We are using this. I use a Chrome extension called Detail to summarize for me a few aspects of on-page optimization. And the very first thing I see here is this page has no title and no description. The title and the meta description are what are supposed to appear in the search engine. So for example, if I search skilled visits, you can see I'm using all the keywords I can. Skilled visits, wellness, Brooklyn, New York City, something like that, and it's nowhere to be found here. It absolutely does not exist. Let me try something else. It shows up here. Okay, this is interesting. So it shows up here, as skill visits, but I think you can see even for a branded keyword like skill visits, which is the company name, Yelp is ranking higher, and that only has 7 reviews. But that's okay. But then you can see here that even the meta, this title could be made a lot better. It's lacking a lot of things. For example, I have no idea what, as a first-time visitor, I have no idea what skill visits is or what you do. That should be included here in the title. And skill visit brings you professional treatments, your location. As you can see, they didn't specify a title and a description. So Google just picks, whatever the hell it was. The Google bot just picks up anything. And I see you already using WordPress, and this is very easy to do using an extension like rather a plugin like Yoast or Rank Math. These are very easy to add. So instead of leaving this blank, for example, you install Yoast and put let me see what keyword you probably try to rank for here. Aesthetic and honest. Maybe aesthetic spa. Let me see. Okay, let's look at something on the About Us page. Mobile aesthetics and wellness. Okay, something like mobile aesthetics and wellness center, Brooklyn, New York, something like that. That's what you should have right here. And then for the description, you're aiming for about 165 characters. You can go in a little more detail here in like two lines here and talk about well, we are so and so, but you try as much as possible to include the keyword in the description as well. So you can go something like we are skilled visits, and an aesthetic and wellness medical spa located in Brooklyn, New York, focusing on IV therapy, toxins, and microneedling, and a few other things, something like that. But you can see that when you add that, it will be very clear here to a first-time visitor what exactly you do and where you are, and you'll be able to rank for those keywords higher. So that's the very first thing I'll change about this page in adding that. Then Another thing, the word count is okay, but then I'm seeing you have two H1 tags, like H1 headings on the home page. That is an absolute no-no. Every page on the website should have only one H1 heading. This one has refer and grad and repeat, and then it also has this one. And for the heading, I'd also keep it close to that. It would be something like, you know, the same that you used here, the same that you used here. Aesthetic and wellness spa in Brooklyn, something like that. And then you can go into detail, you know, about what you offer, what makes you different, the process, the different treatments. This is actually laid out very, very well. I like how these are laid out properly here. The process, this is very good. I love the quality of pictures. It's, you know, these are very high quality photos as well. This mentioned services, but I think they also mentioned down here. So this is nice. It's just to change that and make sure, you know, the entire flow of the copy makes sense. One thing I see here is your previews. Okay, we shall come back to those. Yeah, for the home page, we can change that. And then quickly, I want to touch on something before we carry on. When I go to your Acuity page, you know, this is your bookings page for Acuity. I know you use Acuity. I love Acuity. I've used it before. It's excellent for setting up appointments, calendars, refunds, confirmations, and reminders, and all that. Every single category is expanded here. I know it's kind of a small thing, but if I was on the website here and I clicked book, and let's say I'm interested in IV therapy, and I click book, instead of expanding all of them at once on page load, let's do it like this. I prefer to do it this way, for example, where it's just a summary category, you know, where it's just 5. So if someone wants, you know, facials, for example, they don't have to scroll and scroll and scroll. You know, they can see facials here or massage, and you can click on them, and then they can book what they want. And then the other thing is, I realized here you don't have add-ons. I know that's you know, that's something you allow, that's something you do there. But when someone comes to book, you know, something here, they should be able to book, for example, this. And then if there are any services that it would make sense for them to be added onto this, that can be included here. Like we did it here, for example. If I came for aromatherapy, I can add on, you know, as many of these, and, you know, it automatically adjusts the dates and the time for when they're available, and I can select that on logout rather and checkout. So yeah, that's the same thing I'd fix. You have a blog section here, but the blogs are completely blank. I don't know why. For example, this is just in a picture and the title, and that's it. Blog posts are a very good way to connect with clients. It's a good way to create content and establish yourself as an authority in the industry and gain trust in the eyes of Google, and increase your domain's ranking, and ultimately rank higher and generate more revenue. But, you know, these are all completely blank. I don't know why. And if, in case you're looking for ways in which to find what to write blog content about, there is very, very many ways to do it. I can see you already have at least you have 7 pages on your URL, but then you also have all these services you offer. You know, let's talk about all possible questions people may have about microneedling. How much does it cost? What are the side effects? What are the risks? You know, is there an age group it's recommended for? Can pregnant women do it? Blah 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 blah. Every single question you can come up in your head. Those are very good long tail keywords that don't have a lot of search volume, but when you cluster them and create different blog posts that are related to microneedling and exhaust the subject, that's very good for in the eyes of Google, and you can interlink between the different blog posts you write, and even within the microneedling page itself, and yeah, have a very good SEO structure there. So yeah, the blog posts are blank, and then in terms of some of these pictures I'm seeing, these pictures have no alt attributes. Every time you upload a picture to the website, you're supposed to add a small description to it to communicate to Google what the picture is, because the search engine bots cannot see the picture, obviously. But none of these have any descriptions under them, any alt attributes. So I definitely change that. This should be microneedling, and and not just microneedling, microneedling in Brooklyn, IV therapy in Brooklyn, or to whatever local area that is, for all these. And then there are some things you're missing here that are kind of hilarious. Like this is dummy text right here. Lorem ipsum. This is also lorem ipsum. Like these are small things you can change. You can write all this copy without Let me see. And some of it I can't click on it. Let me see. What was that? Now when I come here and try to click on this right here, it doesn't click, it just scrolls. Did you see that? Then sometimes it clicks. Maybe that's on me. Yeah, but definitely you need to fix that dummy text right there. Title, meta descriptions missing. We've talked about these, and let me see what you did for the individual service pages themselves. You can see still here. This is dummy text that's showing up, in Google. If you happen to rank for this keyword, this is what will be under the title. But this needs to be changed to like the best microneedling in Brooklyn or something like that, and then the brand name can come after. You get it? Can be #1 microneedling in New York / skill visits, something like that. And then here, let's include that keyword as well. Blah 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 microneedling in Brooklyn. Let's have it here as well. And then for this, it's good you only have one H1 title here, and yeah, the alt attributes are all missing here, but there's a picture, description, the area, advanced options. But we also have individual pages for all these, by the way. Such that it's the domain name, skillvisits.com /our treatments / microneedling, and then / this. Let's break them down further. And if people can book these individually, they definitely need their individual pages. What to expect, instructions, book an appointment. Let me see what this does. Okay, takes you to microneedling. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, but definitely we need to work on this. We need to work on the alt attributes for pictures. Yeah, and this is for all the individual pages. All these ones right here. In IV therapy, I may have noticed something here. Instructions, blah blah blah. Yeah, you kind of you put all these on one page, and I'd still rather create individual pages for all these that are child pages. This is the parent page, and then these are the child pages of this one, because this is not enough. If someone is searching for a hangover relief, wait, is there a page? This is okay. If someone is searching for a hangover relief drip, this is not going to be enough to make this page rank, because you're trying to rank for so many things. You're trying to rank for everything under IV therapy. So for that, let's create individual pages for this with their own pictures, their own titles and descriptions, their own alt attributes, their own FAQ, their own, such that we exhaust this subject here and increase our chances of ranking higher. We can even build links that are targeted towards individual pages like this, and also we can write further blog content that's about this, for example, or about this. You get, instead of kind of cramming them into one page. Here you're trying to rank for everything, so you know you're going to end up ranking for nothing. And still here it's the same. IV therapy in Brooklyn, New York. Then the brand name, and I don't know if this is by design that your brand name is in lower cases and there's a dash in between. I don't know that that's the brand. That's how it's written. But yeah, IV therapy in Brooklyn, New York / skilled physicists. And then here we go into detail. Intravenous fusion therapy in Brooklyn. Let us help you do this blah 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 to cure this ABCD, something like that. And then let's have the flow here is okay, but we can have more pictures here because this single page has 5,000 words, but there are 5,000 words and there are only 6 pictures. That's why I would rather we create individual pages for those. So for a page of this size, let us exhaust it. I don't see an FAQ section here. There are no reviews that are from clients that are specifically about IV therapy. We could change that as well. Word count, I think that's about the blog or the homepage. Yeah, I like to embed Acuity within, like on the website itself. Instead of having to click off and go to, be redirected, I like to embed this into the homepage, for example. But it's not a deal breaker. It's I just like to keep people on the website longer. Collapse Acuity page, add-ons, we already spoke about that. Detailed services, treatments, okay. Dedicated services. Yeah, we spoke about this. For example, as I said, instead of cramming all these onto one page, let's have individual pages for all these that are targeted for this keyword in Brooklyn, this in Brooklyn, this in Brooklyn, etc., etc. And then I signed up for this newsletter here. I didn't get a confirmation email. I didn't get anything. Nothing showed up. So you need to work on that. If it's not active, just take it off the website. If it is, then I need to see something when I put my email here. You're signed up for a newsletter. And it's easy to actually have content to send people every day. Let's send them, let's say if we write, for example, 3 blog posts a week, as I said, you probably have many hundreds of potential pages you can write from just here. I can work together with you guys in that are the experts in the field, and we can send them maybe tips or a summary of what we covered this week, or a 10-step process to have a better skin, where we it's a drip sequence where we send them an email every day or something like that. So it's easy to find helpful content to share with people every day. So, but I saw nothing in my email, so need to fix that. You are using your email is at Gmail, which is fine, but then it's kind of for the purposes of branding and professionality, you should use your domain. You can sign up for Google Workspace. It's I think like $6 a month or something like that, such that it's info@skilledphysics.com. That's very, very easy to set up. These links are all blank. These ones, they don't redirect to anything. You just go to the home pages of these websites. And again, this content, just film something, okay? If you're working on a client, if you're working on a client in your studio, you know, film the process as long as you're okay with it. Film it before and after. Record a small TikTok video, even if it's just 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and continually show that you need to have that presence on social media, or people are going to forget you exist. So make your social medias active, or at least put them here, because if they're already active, add their links here, because these ones redirect to nothing. This link is also blank. You need to have a privacy policy. That was that talks about what you do, and privacy policy is more about how you handle the data that people submit when people sign up for this. This is very sensitive medical information, very personal information. So it's just for legal reasons, you need to have a privacy policy. You need to have the terms and conditions that clearly stipulates, this is what we do, this is how we handle refunds, this is how we handle this, that, the other. And before people actually check out, they need to check a box that says, I read and understood the terms and conditions. And then please add a sitemap at the bottom here. The sitemap is just a summary of every single page and post on the website that you can then add to Google Search Console to make sure your site is indexed very quickly, and such that any new content you add here, Google indexes it quickly and starts ranking it. So there's that. And the other thing that I saw is your Google My Business page is completely incomplete even. So let's take a look at it. And before you do, some people take it for granted, Google My Business, but it has over 1 billion monthly active users. And there's a lot of opportunity there, because a lot of people take it for granted. So if you actually take it serious, you can leverage a lot of potential there. And almost half of businesses have never even filled it, and I see I've kind of filled yours, but a lot of information is missing. There's just 3 pictures here. It's just a logo. There's nothing inside about, and this is from 3 years ago. There's nothing about what's going on. There are no pictures, there are no videos, there are no reviews. It's completely a ghost town. And you can add a lot of things. You can add NAP. NAP just stands for the name, the address, and the phone number. I think you guys added the phone number here. Oh, it's right here. Phone number is there. So the name, the phone number, and the address are there. But then there is not a single review. There's not a single review here. You added hours of work. This one says 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and yet here on the website it says 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So there's just that inconsistency, and Google loves consistency. So I don't know which of the two you need to fix because they are not matching up. Yeah, but you can add questions here that are related to what you do. You can add services that are related to what you do. You can add surveys. You can show specials, and it's also low-key a sort of social media site where you can constantly post updates every once in a while about what you're doing. But then given the reviews people write, you can even you can actually respond to them. Every time someone leaves, even if it's a 5-star or 1-star, you can try to get to the bottom of why they weren't satisfied. So this is a huge opportunity to stand out. And actually, when I search for wellness spas Brooklyn, New York, you guys are like at the very, 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 very bottom. So you can actually shoot up by making this better. So add more pictures, add more videos, add more reviews. Every time a client leaves, I send them a reminder via text or via email about how they feel about the service. If they enjoyed it, they can leave a review, a 5-star review here. That's very good going forward. So I know you claimed it, I know the NAP information is there, but then there are so many other things that are missing. So yes, I think for the most part that's it. Let me see, contacts. What was this? Okay, I think I know the problem here. So this links to the contacts page, right? That's all fine. But then this is just the US, the picture of the entire US. The address that you should put here should be this one right here. You get that's why I should go here. Contact us. The way this link at the bottom here was put, it was put to just redirect to whatever the current page is /contact. So if you're on the home page, it works because it will take you to skilldothis.com/contact. But then if you're on any other page and you click on it, this is what will happen. Go to redirect. Let me see. You see, what it will redirect you to, if you're on any of these other pages, just redirect you to wherever you are /contact. If you look in the bottom left corner, it's, the current page talks in /contact, which doesn't exist. So instead of just putting /contact, you actually need to put the entire URL in the footer here. Plus, you also have to, you need to just get rid of it because you already have a contact link here. Other than that, yeah, I think those are the things I have to say about this site. FAQs isn't good. Contacts, media. Oh, okay. So these are not blog posts, this is just media. Let me see. Okay, and then yeah, and I think you can already see the problem with this is that from the home page I can't really find your blog. It just says media. When there should be a drop down here that's that shows, because when I go to media I have to then click blog to find your blog. But when I go to the blog itself, it's just dummy content. There's a lot of potential content you can write. There is so much you can explain to really stand out. This should be over 1,500 words, and these are probably not even 300. And as I close out here, yes, you have to have the title here. You don't necessarily need the brand name because let's focus on giving value to the person reading, but then the description has to be there with the keywords that you're trying to target included. 1H1, there have to be very many images. 26, where are those coming from? Are they considering these ones as well? Anyway, that you need to have a table of contents. You need to have a very long descriptive blog post with pictures and bullets and anything to further enhance it. Anyway, I've touched down on everything I needed to cover. So thank you very much for watching. This is a pretty nice touch right here. October special for all IV therapies, treatments. Use code. Though you should also, I would make this clickable as well, such that someone clicks on this, it takes them to the Acuity page of IV therapy or something like that. Oh, and then I almost forgot. For a local service business like this is the mobile view. This is a mobile view right here. There are two things that you absolutely must have right here above the fold, or visible within this very first part here, which is the phone number and the location. Those two things must be, very, very clearly visible here. So I'll probably push this section down and add a clickable phone number here and the location, something like that, and maybe even the hours, such that people know what's up. Because someone may click on this thinking they are going to talk to someone, and then it instead takes them, maybe they have seen a few things here and they have a few questions to ask, and they don't know that they have to scroll all the way down to find the phone number hidden here. So for that, the phone number has to be clear and the location, such that they know where you are, they know what you do because it's clearly stated here, and they can call and find out. So that is that. Thank you for watching.